live unboxings because we have so much fun and we never know what we're going to pull out. We got stuff from 3 different distributors here, so that's always cool. So yeah, if you're here and you can see me here, then you got to give us some thumbs ups because everyone likes a thumbs up because when you do good, you get good, right? Yeah.
And don't forget to...
Subscribe.
No, that's the end of the video. We're in the beginning.
Oh, man. Okay. Leave us comments.
That's right.
Comments.
So yesterday, 3 boxes went missing out of our shipment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're hoping that these 3 boxes are here, plus several others.
Yes.
And then over to the side here, we got lots of Funko Pops.
Woohoo!
So, ask questions.
Woo-hoo.
I'll be here to read them off. She's going to try to get the live stream going now on her computer so she can see the questions.
Here it is. And it says there's 13 watching.
What's up, Robert? Good. Any questions you got, just shout them out and hopefully we'll get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with the first box. Woohoo!
Is it anything good?
I don't know yet. Because they did the tape and then the tape. Too much tape. They are the kings of tape.
No, Shauna's the king of tape. Queen of tape.
Well, they are the kings of tape. They are the tape masters. Master. There's our Hedwig and
we were missing 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Rock
Rocktober release.
Yep, you can see that right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah.
Yay!
If you go a little tiny bit lower than that, though, you'll get the whole thing in. Yep, beautiful.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it looks like we should have 6 of these. 3, 4, 5.
Telling you, get those
6.
Rocktober titles in while you can.
Because they're Rhino, and Rhino just does the best pressings. They sound so good.
The best cheap pressings. Cheap.
Not cheap, affordable.
Affordable, there you go.
Pressings.
There's a better way to say it.
Okay, and then we've got U2 at Chung Baby.
I believe that's also an indie exclusive. There's 2 different versions. There's an indie exclusive and a regular.
Limited edition with poster.
Oh, so they didn't even say indie. They just said limited.
Edition with poster, 30th anniversary edition, featuring the singles, The Fly, Mysterious Ways, 1, Even Better Than the Real Thing, and Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses.
Somebody asked what state you were born in.
Jersey.
Me too. We're both New Jersey. We're New Jersey-ins.
And then we've got some Melanie Martinez, K-12.
Get it while it's hot, people.
Everybody's really loving Melanie Martinez lately.
It is on the super sales page of spinmeroundstore.com.
Well, what other awesome thing is not on the super sales page of spinmeroundstore.com?
Record store day, not yet.
They don't really let you, right?
I don't know.
They don't let you bring it over for a minute.
Let me tell you, I put some record store day records on sale.
But
and the sale disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
The Joe Strummer?
Huh.
I put it on sale because I'm like, man, I'll never be able to move 10 of these.
We moved 2.
I hear you.
Wiki woo.
Oh, I
We
can
are
move
on
that
to
back.
box number 2.
In there a little bit better. Sorry, it's shaking.
Okay.
Listen, New Jersey's like nuclear state. Back in the 70s, that's what everybody did. They called it the nuclear state because of all the mob dumping.
So we got 2 chains. God help me.
Okay, he's got 2 chains on.
And there's 2.
2 chains, 2 records. I understand this now.
Oh, and we got Mac Miller circles. I don't know why he doesn't have triangles and squares. I like his blurry face.
Hey, Crafty. Welcome to the live stream.
Woohoo!
We're just unboxing, hanging out. Figured it's easier than me staying up all night putting together a video.
Yeah, so I was like, you want to go live? And he was like, we can go live. And it's like, yeah, let's do a live unboxing.
We got records, pops. We got other stuff that came in too. I don't know if we're going to get to it, but we do have other stuff. Like weird stuff. Like promo posters and things like that. Actually, right now, what we're looking for are Friday releases.
We've got, what, 1 so far?
Yes. What you doing? Did you freeze?
No.
Oh.
So we had a bunch of Mac Miller in there, and we've got the awesome styrofoam.
Oh, my turn. Yeah, hold it in front of your face. All right, your turn. See, she hits harder than me. Just saying.
Well, I put it on an angle on you because I was like,
Listen,
wait a
I'm
minute.
scared to death if I punch wrong and I accidentally slip. If there's any slippage whatsoever, I'm a dead man.
You don't even
Live, I'm dead.
Well, on top of that, you know, you're likely to break a finger.
Yeah, I hear you. So, you know, you can't exactly punch right when, you know.
Got some more Melanie Martinez.
Cool.
Woohoo.
No more Crybaby. Crybaby's out of stock everywhere right now.
No.
For Melanie Martinez.
And we've got Harry Styles and his naked back, his wet naked back.
That's right.
He's like the only One Direction dude we can consistently get in. Other than that, it's very hit or miss.
Hey, Michael from Cincinnati, Ohio. Harry Styles.
Yeah. He's got the style. He's not showing it in this one, though, because he's not wearing any clothes. But I love his big white pants. But in my head, for his other album, in my head, his pants are like this big, but they're really not. So it's just funny, because in my head, all I can see, I'm like, yeah, the one where he's wearing the big white pants. It's like this huge close-up of his white pants in my head, but no, it's not in, like, real life.
See, our unboxings are different from most because we do get a lot of mainstream records in.
Mm-hmm.
We get younger generation, older generation. I see what's next.
We get Juice WRLD.
Juice
Legends
WRLD.
Never Die.
Now, I learned an interesting, sad fact today.
Yes.
From somebody who works in the store. They told me that the anniversary date of his death is December 8th.
Which is coming upon us very soon.
Yes. So I was wondering why I kept selling so much Juice WRLD. I didn't get it. And then she informed me, and I appreciate her for that.
Now, I mean, we normally do sell a decent amount of Juice WRLD, but not like this. Not like this. Okay.
Repress Danzig self-title. Look, wait a minute.
Okay, so I got another box. Let's see if there's anything going on over here.
They just repressed this Danzig. So I mean, aliens. They gotta sell this one before they can repress the self-titled. Even though the self-titled's the best one, it's got the. You gotta love the self-titled because it has the skull across it. So if you open the whole gatefold up, it's like.
It's good.
Yes. It does need a, it does need a repress. Oh, those Funko Pops?
Yep, that
Yeah,
one
we're
goes
saving the Funko Pops for later.
That one goes there.
Cool, so do you think we got everything that we were missing?
I don't know. I kind of think we're still missing a title, but I'm not sure. I can't remember the list off the top of my head.
Okay, that's why we're keeping them in a separate box. Mother!
Oh, Volbeat.
Ah. Very cool.
Okay. I was like, did they put it in a separate box? But they didn't.
What is it?
It is Ice 9 Kills.
Oh, the new, that comes out Friday.
That's right. Ice 9 Kills.
This is a Rihanna order.
Hip to be scared.
Rihanna loves Ice 9 Kills. And the CD came out, I believe, 5-6 months ago now.
Uh-huh.
So it's very, very cool.
On VHS black vinyl.
Now, how many of the Silver Scream did we sell? Well, this is the Silver Scream Part 2.
Welcome to Horrorwood.
That's right. And I heard, and they just came out with I Heard They Kill Live, which is a pretty good album
Ooh,
too.
the Tragically Hip, Road Apples.
Ah, this might be coming out Friday too. Canadian band.
Canada's Finest.
That's what they're claiming. Very cool. Like I said, this is just a quick unboxing. If you got questions, throw them up there. I can always get them answered or answer them myself. Either way.
Where's Santa?
Oh, it's one of those things. No, this is you. Your live stream. You got this. If you need help, I will help. Oh, really? Really?
Maybe.
They taped that sucker.
Maybe,
This is baloney. Normally she has to struggle with these.
I still have to struggle, but this one's actually stopped coming. Okay, it came up. Oh, okay.
What is it?
I love you. I love you too. Oh, the neighborhood.
The neighborhood.
But look at the back. I love you. I love you too.
Says I love you. Very cool.
So we got 2 of those.
And what's the record?
It is fish.
Ah, the indie exclusive fish.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice. This is not a new release, but it is an indie exclusive, which is pretty cool.
But do you know what that proved?
What?
How easy that box was to open? They be watching.
I can't get down with fish. I love what the band stands for. I like the Grateful Dead.
Another fish.
Ah, okay. Oh, I needed those.
Yes.
You know what that is?
Is it the half speed?
Yes.
It is Paul McCartney Ram half speed.
Now, you got to appreciate Paul McCartney because they put this half-speed master out. It is an indie exclusive, so it's only available in indie record stores or online from indie record stores because it is on our super sales page. But for him to repress that as a half-speed master,
Specifically for indie stores.
Thank you, Mr. Sir Paul McCartney.
Because that's freaking awesome. We do appreciate it very much. All of us indie record store owners appreciate you to the fullest.
I seen a comment about unofficial punk albums. They come in, they go out.
I have never seen this Ice Nine Kills.
What is it?
I don't know.
Every trick in the book.
Yep, every trick in the book.
Maybe that's the one coming out. I'm dumbfounded here. Very cool. I told Rihanna there was one coming out the following week. But, I don't know. I'm going to look this up real quick.
What about this Ice Nine Kills?
Alright, screw it. I just hit the button. Rihanna hit the button. That wasn't me.
The predator becomes the prey. And look at the eyes on that one. And then look at how they did the writing on the back, too. How freaking awesome is that?
Wow. She should have been here.
Yes.
Well, then again, if she was here, you wouldn't have the opportunity to purchase these because
she...
I can hide them. There you go.
Yep. I really think it is this one because it's on VHS black vinyl.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure. Oh, and then we got another fish. I was hoping it was another Ice Nine Kills, but it's another fish. And then we've got more Sir Paul and sandwiches.
All right. Somebody's saying hello from Sherry, England.
Sherry, England? Cheery, England?
Yeah, that one.
Cheery, England.
I think I'm right. And Sydney,
Cheshire.
Australia.
Cheshire, England.
Cheshire. Listen.
Sydney, Australia, where it's really, really warm and I'm freaking freezing right now. That's why I'm wearing my sweater over my favorite dress. But look. Okay, so we had 2 Sir Pauls and then, yeah, we have an Ice Nine Kills sandwiched in the middle because then there are 2 more Pauls.
So were they trying to say kill Paul McCartney?
I don't know what they were trying to say. They were saying Paul McCartney wants to be part of a sandwich. He is the bread.
Ah. Kind of like peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Nice.
I'm trying to keep them all together to make our lives easier later on. And then we've got another box in this box. And that be that.
Ha!
Make it go away. Make it go away. Oh, I forgot. Paris.
That's how we're saying it now.
Somebody told me that's how you say it, even though there's a V instead of an A, you know. But I'm still not listening. It's Bruce Cockburn. I don't care. It's Bruce Cockburn. It says C-O-C-K. Just accept it, Bruce.
This way.
We got more fish. We got to be frying up lots of fish.
Give me that fillet of fish. Give me
Yeah,
that
some
fish.
salmon and some tuna.
Hot tuna?
Hot tuna. The
Nice.
hottest.
Very cool.
And then it looks like we have more Ice Nine Kills.
That's got to be coming out Friday.
Yeah, I really think that's the one because we knew we were only getting a couple copies from the one distributor. Kehlani?
Ah, some R&B and soul. Push that up there. Very cool. See, somebody said, yep, it's pronounced Paris.
Paris? Okay.
Yep.
How am I doing on Kehlani? Because it's Kehlani, so that's Kehlani, right? Pretty sure. Sounds Hawaiian.
Hey, key lime pie.
Rihanna had key lime pie soda today. Stewart's. She was so excited. She said it was so good, but she said she had to get it and buy it because it was green. We've got more Paris. And then we've got another fish and another Ice Eye Kills.
Cool.
Yes. That's right. Okay. Genesis, The Last Domino. This came out last week or 2 weeks ago on CD and on vinyl. And somebody specifically asked for it on CD.
I can't get the focus.
So I got a copy on CD.
Cool. Because normally with the new releases, we tend to not bring them in on CD all that often.
People don't mind spending the money of...
Listen, we sold those Taylor Swift, her version of Red, on CD so fast it was ridiculous.
But a lot of times people don't seem to want to spend the money of a new CD, and they have no problem spending the money of a new vinyl. Okay. So it's kind of weird, but it's like they really do come to us because our used CD collection is so vast.
Any word on them making more of the Nirvana with the 7-inch?
No, I have not heard anything, but
there's a giant box set coming out.
There's a giant box set coming out, and they got more of the Palace pressing from 2010. No, it wasn't 2010. The Palace pressing. They got more. They were able to get more of those.
2009.
2009. Okay, and then we have Trainspotting Soundtrack.
Ah.
And
who is it?
Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
We got two of her, so you can go wiki wiki whoop.
Very cool.
And that'd be that.
All right. All right, now we're on to the Funko Pops. We need you to hit the thumbs up button before you decide to leave.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't like watching the Funko Pops.
Yeah, even though they're a lot of fun and we can't pronounce half of them. That's why we got Justin here. He's sitting in the back eating dinner.
Oh, we got Mike Tyson!
Mama said knock you out. Do you know?
Does he have 2 ears? He does.
Does he have the face tattoos?
No.
Mike Tyson with no face tattoos. It must be old school Mike.
Yeah, well, he's wearing the boxing shorts.
You know, I loved, when I was a kid, the Fresh Prince, right? DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they had a song. I think I could beat Mike Tyson. You gotta YouTube it. Or, yeah, you gotta hear this song. It's hysterical. And this was like when Mike was in his prime. So, excellent, crazy song.
And they were both so darn skinny. Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes.
They were so skinny. And it's like, oh, it's so heavy. No, it's really not.
You know what's crazy about this?
What?
Now, this is a very light box, right? Now look what it says.
LPs?
Now,
Lies!
right on the box, if you didn't see that, it says LPs.
Lies!
It is so light, there's no way that that's LPs. If it is, they're pressing them on something new like styrofoam.
Styrofoam.
Oh man, I've seen open box.
Me too.
They smushed them? They smushed my mic. Oh, look. Just so you could clearly see how these things come. Wah, wah, wah.
They mean.
Man. I was a Mike Tyson fan. I was. I gotta say. I never paid for no pay-per-views. I was so young when he was in his prime.
And I collect them all. So we got Mike Tyson is number 1, Oscar De La Hoya is number 2, Julio Cesar Chavez is number 3, and Ryan Garcia is number 4.
Very cool.
And look, he's all like muscly too. That's crazy.
There's a new YouTube video out of him training.
And
I still ain't messing with Mike Tyson. I don't care if he's old.
Did you get a lot of Mike Tysons?
Yeah, I got 36.
Okay, well that's what's in here.
I got a big boy box of Mike Tyson.
Well, that's what's in here because it's all Mike Tyson.
I got any 8-track cartridges? Just a few. Yes, I watched the fight when he bit the dude's ear off too.
That's why I asked if both his ears were there. Did
Hey
anybody...
JD, I think Mike Tyson got wiser now because he's smoking so much weed. He has to be chill.
Well, does anyone remember that New Year's Eve special where they interviewed Mike Tyson? And it was after the whole ear biting thing. And if you watch it, you don't see their ears. His kids, his wife, you don't see their ears. It's really weird. Because I looked. Didn't see any of their ears in that whole special.
Renee, I have that Nirvana 30th anniversary with the 7-inch. I opened mine up. I think it sounds pretty good. I'd put it up against the Palace pressing. The only way you're going to tell the difference is if you're sitting there with a $300,000 stereo system. I'm telling you. To me, anyway.
That was it.
That was that whole big box.
That whole big box was this. And it's like you couldn't have just strapped a shipping label on this.
That's right. They should. That's right, Crafty. They should put out an Evander Holyfield Funko Pop missing the ear. They really should. Or at least show the stitch marks where they're sewing it back on.
Oh, we got Navy girls, I think, this time.
Sailor.
Sailor.
Yep. Yeah, it's the Navy.
Yep.
Ah, female ones.
Female ones.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Always support the armed forces here. My father was in the Navy, so very cool.
My father was in the Army.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, we are very proud. Wish I would have made better choices in life. I would have went into the military myself, but we're not going to get into all of that. Because then the stories really come flying, and you guys don't want to hear nothing about my life.
Well, see, with me, my dad was in the Army during Vietnam. My one grandfather was in the Korean War, and my other grandfather was in World War II. So it's just, woo, armed forces going all the way back. It's Mike Tyson.
Is it?
It is.
It's more Mike Tyson.
6, 12, 24.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, well, this was a disappointment.
Lots of Mike Tyson.
Cool.
I am not finding anything other than Mike Tyson. Yep, those are Mike Tyson too.
Now I know you necessarily aren't a big boxer fan, Steph, but who's your favorite boxer?
Oh, wait.
If you had to name somebody, anybody, throw a random
Well,
dude out.
see, that's what I normally would have said, Mike Tyson. But, you know.
Listen, we are in Easton. We better be saying Larry Holmes.
Yeah, but it's like you kind of got to say Larry Holmes when you're in Easton.
Easton Assassin. I think they stopped making chases. There was a bunch of chases.
They were talking about that they were going to stop making them just...
Because somebody...
I don't know why they said they were going to stop making them. I don't remember that, but I remember hearing that they were going to stop.
Jake Paul's your favorite boxer, Tom? I hear you.
Well, he's the guy you always got to root for him to win, just because it's like no matter who he fights, he's the underdog. He's the underdog with the biggest mouth.
That's right. So, I appreciate what Jake Paul's doing for the boxing industry and everything else.
We got Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Aaliyah. Nice. Back in stock. These are old. I'm surprised I was able to pull them in. Very, very cool. I think I got a bunch of them too.
Yep, you got a whole box of them. Those are all Aaliyah.
But no. That's it.
We're done.
She unboxed.
I unboxed.
If you got questions, you got to ask them. And we'll answer anything pretty much. Hi, Fernando. See, now we can't leave. Fernando's here.
Yay! Fernando's here.
Thank you for the megaphone.
Yes, it came in handy.
Yeah,
Really
you know,
come in
the
handy.
record store day video that I made, it was 40 degrees out and it was raining.
Yes.
So I did do some more video clips, but I didn't put them together. So I kind of chinsed out on that video, maybe just a little bit.
Well, it was
It
so
wasn't on
long.
purpose.
It was so long. Yes, we have vintage Christmas albums.
Oh, we got tons of them. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah, we can sit down. Huh. If you got questions, you can ask them, and I can bounce her.
Stop it.
Okay.
Ah.
Does Stephanie prefer to?
Dress up or in a tee and jeans. Okay, so the way that I see it, my first store I ran wearing jeans and a sweater. And then I look around at these people coming in from just having done some type of deal at like M&M Mars, because that was like down the street from my store. And I was like, you know what? I should be the best dressed person in my store because I own it and I run it and I'm there like 24/7. So then I started dressing up, and now my closet could rival like a dress store.
Uh-huh.
I have a beautiful walk-in closet. He has a little rack like this with sweatshirts.
I own one suit. I have one suit. I wear that to weddings and funerals. I share the suit. But I got like 4 pairs of shoes. Don't ask. And I only wear, holy cow, that's the longest hair ever.
It's my hair. That's
Ooh.
what happens.
You should show me your hair when it's down.
No, we're not playing this game again.
Okay. Fair enough.
We have a supermarket trolley.
Huh. Traveling Wilburys.
Yep, traveling Wilburys.
See, I can show them some stuff.
Yep, traveling Wilburys.
I got stuff everywhere. I got stuff that you haven't even seen yet. I just don't know where to put it.
Our Christmas tree isn't up yet. Sean will get to it. We just had a lot of spinaroundstore.com orders to wrap, so we haven't gotten to the Christmas tree yet. But we will. It's very tall, taller than him. Did we get a 7.5-foot Christmas tree, or did we get a 9-foot Christmas tree?
A 9.
It was a 9?
We had to get a 9-foot Christmas
Yeah.
tree for me.
Yeah.
Although, you know, I don't want to be taller than the tree. It doesn't work like that. But yeah, no, I think we're good.
Yeah, yes, we're in Easton. We're in the Palmer Park Mall. Our name, our sign is right on the outside of the mall, and below our name is our outside entrance.
Yeah, I like that. Any chance of a DG's re-release?
I don't think they pressed all the ones they were said that they were pressing, you know, because it just didn't seem like there were as many out there as they said. Because it was supposed to be like 14,000.
Yeah, no, it was.
And I didn't hear, 14,000 people talking about the DGs. So I
Wait a
honestly
minute.
don't think.
You know what I think got screwed up this record store day?
What?
Saigon Kick.
Oh, yeah.
I watched so many videos on YouTube of people opening what they had gotten, and they actually did a lot of vlogs in different record stores, and I enjoy that. Like there was one in Luna Records.
Okay.
I don't even know where it is. There was another girl, Olivia something. She did one inside the record store,
Okay.
and I appreciate those videos.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
We like seeing what other stores look like.
nobody really had a good number of Saigon Kicks. Nobody, unless it goes to like Amoeba.
Yeah.
I
And that's entirely possible.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm waiting for them to break out another 100 or two, and I was expecting them to go up on the website, on our Broad Time website, and it didn't.
But they said they didn't have any left, that it was discontinued.
Yeah, so I'm shocked. Saigon Kicks are gone. So that was a big letdown because I kept one for myself because we did have 25, and I think Justin, you didn't even take a Saigon Kick, did you?
No.
Huh.
But the Tesla was pushed back to the next record store day, which, obviously, with the state of things, we still don't know when that's going to be. But what I'd like, because, right, it's always the third Saturday in April, unless that's the Saturday right before Easter. And guess what? The third Saturday in April this year coming up is the day before Easter. So then it would be pushed back, to the fourth Saturday in April. And I'd like to see them do 3 drops again, but it was just way too hot. when they did it in June and July and when they did it in August. It was just way too hot. So I really hope that they do 3 drops again and it's April, May, June. Because then everything's still spread out. They have so many titles, like it feels like overkill with like 400 titles in one day. It's crazy. So I think it'd be really cool if they did 3 drops, but let's do it April, May, June. Because then it doesn't get too hot. Because you can't have those doors propped open with all that heat blasting in June and July, you know? So I think it'd be really cool if they did it April, May, June.
All right, I'm going to answer JD's question. He asked if we have good records at home. I showed off a few of my records of things that I collect during quarantine.
And we can't do that.
And as soon as I showed off, and it wasn't anything that great or impressive, I have a lot of Ramones. I have test pressings. I have lacquers. I have all this stuff.
Still sealed.
Yeah, no, I have 10 tons of great records. I showed maybe 1, 2, 3 videos of just the girls flipping through some of my stuff.
Like a crate at a time.
I can't tell you how many people came into our store when we reopened after quarantine and asked me how much. How much for this one? How much for that one? That's why, and no matter how many times I tried to explain to them, these are not for sale. These were from me. These are my records. Things that I enjoy in my life. People didn't understand.
Well, it was the same thing when we showed them all those jazz records.
Yeah.
And then everybody's running in, asking how much. Running around the store looking for the records, can't find them. Oh, where's that Jutta Hip? I said it wasn't for sale, it was mine. Well, how much? $4,000. Well, it's not worth that. I know, but
that's what it's worth to us.
That's what it's worth to me. So if you want to give me $4,000, I'll sell you my Jutta Hip record, but it's mine.
But that's why, you know, I have my own collection, and it's very hard to tell people no, because they don't want to hear it when it's something that you can't find. And, you know, we price everything in the store pretty darn reasonably, if you ask me. So a lot of people are expecting, you know, my records that I've looked for 20 years of my life to be on sale. Like, it doesn't make sense. So that's why unfortunately...
We can't show our collections because then everybody just asks how much.
Yes. Rihanna from time to time will do something and show you she has a small collection of about 100, 150. She probably has 300, 400 records though. Even though she'll tell you it's 150.
Well, you gotta think, how many Blue Hawaiis does she have? Probably 100 right there.
Brooke also has a pretty good record collection started.
Yeah.
And Junior has 2 or 3 records too. But I have a few thousand.
Did anybody notice how many copies a couple record store days ago we got of the PJ Masks? Because PJ Masks is the PJ Masks. Because he used to love that show. So I got the PJ Masks for him.
It hurts my feelings to know, since we do so many videos, I can't show what I love. I could talk about it. Hey, if I wanted to, I could break out 3, 4, 5 records and sit there and give reviews on them and things and tell you what I love about them. But when I show you like boxes of my stuff right off my shelves, people are, how much? Drove me nuts for months.
Yep.
So I had to answer that one. Anything else?
No,
Did I miss anything?
I think that's about it.
Are we good?
I think we're good.
Justin, you got anything to add? Was that a yes or a no?
Happy Hanukkah.
All right, happy Hanukkah.
Justin
You
says
heard it
happy
here.
Hanukkah. Okay, so now you gotta leave us a comment and let us know what your favorite record of that unboxing was, because we got some really awesome stuff, or your favorite pop. You gotta give us a like, a big old thumbs up, because everyone likes a thumbs up, because when you do good, you get good, and then they have to subscribe. Ring that bell, ding, ding, ding. We do a video a lot, and we'll see you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Nagy Family channel, to Justin's Omni Slash channel, Rihanna and Company. What else are we working with? Oh, I got something to say.
Photography?
Congratulations to Jack's Tracks. Jack's Tracks just hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
And
Yay, Jack, that's awesome!
he did a couple of wonderful reviews on the store. And he came from pretty far to do those reviews.
Yeah, and I love in his videos that he's showing driving. I think that's great. It's like you pass an exit.
It's the Nagy Family channel. At the end of this video, if you come back to, at the end of all of our videos, there's a thing with 4 pumpkins in there. That's the Nagy Family channel. We make other videos besides talking about just records. You know, for those 1 day a month I get off, if that.
Maybe.
We took a half a day off today, in all
Yeah.
fairness.
Yeah, we watched 2 movies. It was great.
What movies did we watch?
Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, and then you were watching the Born Identity, but we didn't finish that one.
I did.
You did.
Yeah, and then Mummies.
Mummies, that's it. The Mummy. Yeah.
Yeah, The Mummy with
The
Brandon
Mummy,
Fraser.
Fraser. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, well, you know,
A good one.
Yeah, that was good.
that was pretty much our day.
Yeah, that
What
was
movie did we just watch that we thought kind of sucked? Oh, let's Deadpool.
Bruce Willis.
No, Deadpool.
No, not Deadpool.
No,
Venom.
Venom. That was Venom.
Venom. What was it?
Deadpool's
Yeah, Deadpool's awesome. I
The
apologize.
Rise of Carnage, or what's
Yeah.
it? Venom?
Yes.
What's it called?
There will be carnage.
There
Yeah,
will
there
be
will be.
carnage. Okay, so the first
Yes, we're married.
Venom was really cute and very actiony, and it was great. You know, like you didn't know what was going on. It was awesome. You know, lots of action. It was really good. But then you get to the second one, and like it just wasn't as good. There wasn't as much action. You're waiting for all this build-up stuff. It doesn't happen, so it just wasn't as good as the first one. I know a lot of times they say that with the sequel, but I love Eddie and the Cruisers 2, Eddie Lives, and I only like Eddie and the Cruisers, the first one. So, you know, like there can be a movie that's a sequel that's even better. And I know a lot of people complained about like Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters being terrible compared to Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, but I honestly thought that it was a pretty good movie, except he was so down on himself like the whole time. That was the only thing that was like, but he's a teenager in the movie, so, you know, even though he's like 40, but he's a teenager in the movie, so, you know, okay. I understand why he's down on himself, but he gets over that. But I thought it was a really good movie. So, like, Marvel movies, like, I just didn't, every Marvel movie is so action-packed, and this one was just very dark.
Had one good fight scene at the
Yeah.
end. It was a major fight scene, but
Between many different people.
yeah.
So that was really good too, but it was like there was no little build-ups, and Venom couldn't eat people, so you know.
Now, watched last night in Soho. It's really great. Yeah, no, we haven't seen it yet, right?
No.
Somebody said something about Van Halen. Van Halen is actually starting to become harder to find.
I know.
After Eddie died,
Mhm.
they re-released every album so fast.
Mhm.
Now, they're getting. Don't get me wrong. We still have 20, 30 copies of some of the albums because we buy in bulk.
Like 1984.
Yes.
We've got a lot of 1984.
But they're going to become harder to find.
Mhm.
And with the MoFi release coming out, I think it's going to be interesting. Or at least I think there's a MoFi release coming out from the way that was worded.
Mhm.
It might be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it is coming out. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Hey, I'm all for MoFi releases. We don't personally bring a lot of that stuff into the store, only because it doesn't sell. We'll get 2-3 copies of each one. You know what I'm waiting for?
No.
The Carole King Tapestry.
Yes.
I've had that thing on back order for like 2 years,
I know.
and they
I know.
won't kick it off a back order.
Mhm.
And now they're saying it's going to come out next year.
Yeah. But what did we have? What have we gotten in new Mobile Fidelity? We had Billy Joel. We
The
had
Cars.
Cyndi Lauper. We had a lot of the Cars.
We get a lot of used MoFi.
Yeah, but we get a lot of used ones. But the new ones, sometimes it just feels like that's a lot of money to ask for a record. It's the same thing with a lot of the imports, that we feel like that's a lot of money to ask for a record. But you know what was cool with Van Halen is that they had a bunch of imports that came in stock at the same time as they had the U.S. pressings. There was only $1 difference.
Yes.
So that was really cool that you could get the import or the U.S. and not have to pay a lot more. Whereas now it seems like all the imports with shipping or customs or whatever, something, they're like, woo, way up there.
We have tons of rare records.
Mm-hmm. Tons.
But-
And that's what somebody's like, guys should sell turntables. Well, we were selling turntables. We sold out of turntables.
Right before Black Friday,
Right
we
before
sold
Black Friday,
all of them.
We sold out. We sold our last one on the Wednesday of Thanksgiving. So,
We sell new turntables, though. I have vintage. I have tons of vintage turntables. I just don't sell them.
but then everybody touches everything, and by the time you sell it, it's broken. And what's the point of that? Because then they don't know who to yell at.
Now, I also had, when we moved stores, I had a huge sale,
Yes.
and I put on sale all the vintage turntables I had in my back room at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, Santa bought one.
Uh-huh.
Several people that worked for us bought them because they were just outrageous. I put $50 on like Technique 1310s and just wild stuff. I had a Mitsubishi turntable. We were just talking about this, Santa and I, today.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Merciful Fate is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And King Diamond, I believe. Well, Merciful Fate, King Diamond just came out with his catalog, probably 3 months ago, I think.
I think so, something like
Was
that.
it 3 months?
Yeah, he's
You
been
would
reissuing
know.
everything.
Yeah, he's
Every
reissuing
single
everything.
thing, usually on color.
Yeah, it's like you turn around, you're like, Justin, you'd know.
Yeah, it's true.
Why don't you go around that way and get in for a minute?
Yep. The,
Just to shoot the baloney. We're only on 41 minutes, so it's not super long
okay.
yet. You know,
Yeah,
if it was
he
long,
was
long.
reissuing every single thing, as far as I know. I saw like the eye was on purple vinyl. He had picture discs, like the works. I just want to see Conspiracy come in again because I still don't have that one yet.
Nobody told me Slayer was reissuing everything.
Yeah.
Nobody opened their mouths, and
Right, which is super important.
it seems like they will have stuff come out on a Friday, like so many reissues and new records. Sometimes it just gets lost.
Right.
I'll
So-
be looking for the stuff to make the emails to tell you guys what we're getting in, and they'll be like on first 2 pages, there'll be 30, 40 titles, and I have no idea who these people are.
Right, and then you gotta pick and choose
Until I
which ones
can
you
get-
put up top.
But until I can get to like the good stuff that like we actually ordered and can ship you from us.
Yep.
See, it drove me nuts because when they didn't tell me about the Slayers,
Mm-hmm.
I only ended up being able to pick up 2, and I had to wait a month after they were reissued to get them in.
Yeah.
It was Show No Mercy and The Undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those were the only 2 that I was able to actually pull in.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, the variants on them,
Sure.
because like the one is like half yellow and black.
Yeah.
So it's not a splatter. It's
Right.
literally
Yes,
half
it's the
yellow
full colors.
and black.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's neat.
Which
So
is wild.
it's got
Yeah,
a
I mean,
really
their
cool
reissues
thing.
always go fast. Any of them. I mean, even if it's not like Rain and Blood or
Yeah.
South of Heaven, like the other ones still sell out too now. They all do.
Oh yeah. But Merciful Fate is next. I
Yes.
do have a bunch of pre-orders I put in for them.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So that's coming.
I haven't seen Abigail in years.
Right.
That would be real nice to see again.
We've had a couple original copies, but they come in and they go for about 150 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's
sucks.
Crazy.
Metal
Yeah.
records are like crazy right now.
Even
for
my
originals.
pressing's not from America because I couldn't get an American one for a
Right.
good price. I think mine was German because that was the best I could do at the time.
Now, do you know anything about Danzig?
Like recent stuff.
No. Like, do you think they should reissue the
Oh,
original?
of course. Danzig 2. I mean, it would be real nice. It would
You
be
know,
real nice. Samhain again, ever. It would be cool.
There's nothing out there.
Nothing.
No.
There's nothing. All you could get from Samhain is bootlegs.
Yes. That's
Shit
it.
tons of bootlegs.
That's it. Yes.
And it's terrible
And they're
because
not that good stuff.
I don't personally like the fact that, we do have a couple bootlegs in the store. They are marked,
Very small amount.
and they're priced. Tell me they're not priced to move.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're all 1998.
It's stuff you won't see anywhere else.
Yes.
Of course.
I mean, literally, if it's an unofficial release, we sell it dirt cheap. We don't make a profit on it, and we don't care to make a profit on it.
No.
The point is to get the music out to the people.
Absolutely.
As long as they're not buying it for an investment,
Yeah.
which is the worst decision I've ever heard in my
For
entire
a
life.
bootleg, that's silly.
No,
Yes.
just like records in general.
Yeah.
For an investment.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean, open your records and listen to them,
It's-
please.
it's-
This is my plea to you.
It's such a volatile market.
Yeah.
Buying records for an investment just has never seemed like a good idea
Mm-mm.
for average people. Now for a store it's different because
Sure.
you're buying it for this price to sell it for this price.
Yeah.
So that works. But then if I pay a lot of money because I'm like, yeah, I know this record's worth a lot right now, and then they reissue it and the price goes, woo, yeah, then I'm screwed.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Yes. It is.
Certain pressings will always hold up in
Yeah.
value, but majority of the stuff that's getting reissued is going to tank
Yes.
the original's price.
Yes, I mean, like Nirvana may be the exception with Nevermind, unless they continue to do the what was it, Gunman pressing or whatever they called it, because it did get reissues for a while up until.
But
the
Nirvana
new one.
changed
But then-
history.
Yes.
I mean that's history.
Yes.
It literally wrote the book
Sure.
on grunge music.
Sure. And that's why those 2009 pressings are suddenly now worth a lot. But apparently you can still get that mastering, though.
I just think it's
So
funny.
that's interesting.
It's not grunge. It was punk music.
Well, right.
It was just straight punk.
It
And then
became a genre after they put it out.
they turned around. They made anybody wearing a flannel shirt grunge.
Right. It was like, yeah, exactly. it was like how Venom invented black metal, even though they're not a
Yeah.
black metal group in any capacity.
Yeah, exactly.
But all the bands borrowed that stuff from them, the raw sound and.
Okay, Justin,
else.
you're buttoned all the way up. I gotta know what's the t-shirt today.
Oh, all right. You know, I forgot myself. So let's see. Oh, Super Metroid today.
Super Metroid,
I like that.
nice.
That's really cool.
Yes.
There you go.
That's awesome. I don't think I've
Nice.
seen that one before.
Yeah, it's basically just the picture from the old box art. It's the original
Super
picture.
Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it used to not bother me though about them calling it grunge, but then when they start lumping Soundgarden into it,
Yes, and that's the first group.
And it's like-
Soundgarden and Pearl Jam,
Yeah,
groups
like-
that obviously sound nothing like them.
are you kidding me?
Right.
Because these guys are all from Seattle and they're all wearing freaking the same shirts.
Mhm.
You're gonna be like, yeah, sure. It's like, no, they're all wearing the same freaking outfit because it's raining.
Yeah.
Were they all not washing their hair like Kurt Cobain?
Right. I
Is
hope
that
not.
why it became
Oh, believe me,
grunge?
I'm not ripping the genre at all.
Right.
I am a huge fan. I
No,
grew
no,
up.
I know. It's just you need to find actual groups that fit the genre.
Yes. You know, where nobody sounds like Nirvana.
No.
Pearl Jam's original albums were epic.
Sure.
I'm saying they lost me at Gigaton. They completely
That was a
lost
lot
me
of
at
people. That
Gigaton.
was a lot of people. Yeah.
You know, No Code was okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was great. It was okay. But I don't know. Backspace was good too. I don't know. But Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and then there's like 5 or 6 other groups that are grunge, and that's it.
Yes.
Those are the only people in this whole world that can claim to be grunge.
Right, it's true. It's like with the Canterbury scene in the 70s. They named it that based off bands that came from Canterbury, even though it was the specific type of progressive rock music. But the amount of actual bands in it that came from Canterbury were like 2.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Out of like 30 plus groups that had that label in the 70s.
Well, that's
Why?
like, what would you consider whole? What type of music would you actually consider whole? If you didn't know it's labeled in the scene, what would you label it?
For which one?
What type of music? What genre would you put whole in? Courtney loves whole.
Oh.
Yeah, Courtney loves whole.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I guess art rock.
Right?
If I were
I
to try to
mean,
come up with one, maybe art rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
wow, you lump her in with Bowie?
No, more like Nico or something.
Okay, I can see that.
Even though
little bit more.
Nico's still very different, obviously.
I mean, you want to say art rock? What are you trying to say? She's like Yoko?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't. But
That would
I
be
wouldn't
avant-garde
have.
and
I wouldn't even call.
experimental.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even put rock in the title with Yoko.
But then, with Yoko being avant-garde and experimental, well then what, you're saying she's like Zappa?
Mm-hmm.
It's
And this
like-
is why labels
yeah.
are very difficult.
Yeah,
for
labels
record
We know
stores.
whole is not
Yes.
art rock.
And
We're
this
just
is-
having
right.
some
And
fun.
this is why you find hard rock artists in metal and vice versa,
Hole-
because nobody
Hole
wins.
Hole is a punk band. So is Nirvana.
Mhm.
So is Green Day on most of their original stuff.
Sure.
The
Everything
Beastie
up-
Boys
up
is
till
punk.
Warning was definitely pop punk.
You know, but once you're labeled punk, you're screwed.
Mhm.
Yes.
And that's the problem, and that's why they had to come out with the word grunge. Oh, there are plenty of grunge bands we didn't mention.
Or post punk or anything else they come up with.
The problem is
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're literally making a subgenre of punk.
Yes.
Because if you turned around and said, whoa, did you ever see their live shows? Go on YouTube and watch a Nirvana live show before they actually made it.
Mhm.
And you cannot tell me it's not a punk show.
Oh yeah, like
You
the little
can't.
bar shows that they used to do. It was crazy.
You want to call it grunge? You can call it grunge all you want.
Sure.
But that is a punk show.
Yeah, that was fast, heavy stuff.
Yes.
Very fast. Ramones fast.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was.
It was.
It was wild and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody went.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, if you look at the 7-inch that he has split with is it split with? It looks like a cover of the banana on the back of it.
Velvet Underground?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
It's not though.
Oh.
But
Okay. Yeah,
I
so
have
know
several
that
copies of this
cover.
thing. I just can't think of it right now.
Okay.
But there's so many different variants of it.
Yeah.
Because every show he played, he sold crap tons of 7-inches.
Yeah.
And there's no knowledge of how many they actually sold as a band.
Yeah.
So it's like they do, like, 100 with a question mark, 200 with a question mark.
Right.
They think
The
this one's the
discogs
first.
page is
this
just
one's the
question
second,
marks.
this
Yeah,
is
it
the
does.
third. They're not
There's
sure.
no way to know
Right.
what they actually sold.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of, it was smart of them to create a new genre for that whole scene.
Yeah.
But you can't compare Soundgarden and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam and
No, I never would.
you can't. And yet they lumped them in, a lot of them, into grunge
Just so that they don't have to call it punk.
because it was
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
And you can't turn around and be like, oh, Nirvana's grunge and so is Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
even
like Marcy Playground, I could see them fitting that description more. Like Meat Puppets, a little more.
well, the Meat
Those
Puppets
are
are
the
straight
groups that
punk,
they should have lumped in with
Yes.
grunge more.
but
Actually
they
fit it.
would have gotten mainstream notoriety then.
Right, and they didn't want that.
And a
That's
group
true.
like the Meat Puppets getting mainstream notoriety.
that would have been weird.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
couldn't
still
imagine-
going.
Yes, they are, and they still do well.
that's
but
part of the
I
problem.
agree. I couldn't imagine a mainstream look into a band like that.
Ah, Screaming Trees. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Absolutely. But grunge, I kind of call it. It's punk.
Mhm.
It's just another style
It
of punk.
definitely came from punk, even if it's not. you
They
know?
won't turn around and say it though.
Yeah.
They, God forbid you say it.
Mhm. It gets weird when you talk about Velvet Underground too for that reason, because people were like, "Are they the first punk band?" But then like classic rock fans start acting like, "Oh no, don't associate that with punk, please."
Exactly.
Yeah, it gets tricky.
What do you know about jellyfish?
Their stings hurt.
Mm.
Ouchie.
Yep, Sonic Youth.
Mm.
There you go. Yep, absolutely.
Another one. Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin.
Yes, another
OG
essential.
grunge.
Yep.
But again, if you go to a Nirvana show, watch them. Watch them live. Not the stuff after they made it. Not
Yeah,
Not
no,
MTV
just-
Unplugged.
Yeah, no,
like
no.
when you had like the $10 small club shows,
Yes.
that stuff.
They do have raw footage of that.
Yes.
A lot
Yeah,
of it,
I've seen some of it.
which is surprising
It's
because
crazy.
you look at Houston's crew.
Yeah.
Half these guys don't even know how to turn the camera on,
Yeah.
and I love them to death. I
The camcorders
do.
back then were heavy.
I
so
hear ya.
They were filming that was serious work.
But they have it all on film. Not
Yeah.
all of it, but they have a lot of it on film.
Yeah, they really do.
Where like Houston and the punk scene around here and everything else, they're filming them, but they're not out there like that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I wish they were.
Yeah.
I mean, you play like there's a new club that they were playing at. I think they just stopped though now, but Area 81.
Okay.
I've seen like 5-minute clips out of there. It looks like a damn Nirvana show.
I bet.
It does.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get it. He wasn't as political, and his music did have a little bit more thought into it.
Yeah.
Because punks are always like not all punks, but majority of them.
Right. The
Anti-government,
ones that
whatever.
fit the punk message.
Yes.
Of course.
And God forbid you don't fit that message, because then you're not punk enough.
Well, sure. Then you get labeled pop punk or some other, post-punk, proto-punk.
Where it was smart of Green Day too,
Yeah.
to be labeled pop punk.
Mm-hmm.
Although I find their roots
It let them get away
hysterical.
with more, but yeah, they did a lot of silly stuff in the beginning. Their
Every-
cover of Operation Ivy's Knowledge is one of the weirdest covers I have ever heard in my life to this day.
Now I gotta say about Green Day,
'Cause I love Operation Ivy, and I was like, what?
you know how they got their start, right? You know
Early on?
how Billy Joel actually got on
Mm.
Rancid.
Oh, really?
He snuck into a Rancid show,
Oh.
and they let him.
No, I
And
didn't
then
know
they were
that.
like, "Yeah, sure, come on and hang."
Wow.
And they put him on.
Okay.
So he got his start with Rancid.
Okay. I did
As
not see
crazy
that
as that,
coming.
yes.
Wow. That's two very different groups.
I hear it. It's not though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Wow. Well,
His
I mean, I knew that they
lyrics-
were all friends. Don't get me wrong.
But his lyrics were just as hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
Check out the Sub
No,
Pop
that's
stuff.
fair. That's true.
But before it went to professional recording and,
Yeah, of course.
you know, all the labels getting involved and all the horse shit and
Yeah.
say what you want. They were a hell of a crossover act
Yeah.
from punk to pop punk.
Sure.
Just my opinion.
No, that's true, pretty much.
Yes, Green Day 80s. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big
80,
difference.
89, I think, was when the first album came out.
Big difference. People don't realize any of this, though.
They pretty much started like when I was born.
It's
Now that I think about
2021.
Yeah, man.
You know, we're talking about now. He could come out with an album like Father of All Time, have one good song on that thing, and he's like, ah, screw it, we tried.
Yeah.
I could take the L.
Yes.
And that album
true.
is pretty much a loss.
Yeah.
All right, did I ramble enough?
I think so.
For now.
Sorry,
How
man.
about
For now.
you?
Let us know if you'd like to hear more of us banter back and forth about music stuff.
One person said cranberries can be labeled grunge. Interesting.
Zombie!
I never would have thought
Zombie!
about that. Yeah.
Don't get me started. I'll start singing
their
it
fan
here.
bases might be
We
similar.
got 74 watching, but we only have 57 thumbs up.
Why? Who's not hitting the thumbs up?
I don't know who's not hitting the thumbs
See,
up.
that's why we're
Somebody's
outta
not
here,
hitting the
man.
Thumbs up.
If you
That's
guys would just hit the button,
Uh-huh.
we'd be like, boom!
thumbs ups. Everybody likes
We
a thumbs up.
appreciate
Good
you.
good
Thank
go.
you very much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, we do appreciate you. You know, have a great night, everybody. And I think we're out of here. What are they going to do now again?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Ring that bell. Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Do a video a lot. See you soon.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And JD Omni /
You got
Chop
it.
Suey.
Top suey.